So we are at the sugar house at Pineland Farms. Today we are boiling sap to make maple syrup. First, once we go out and collect everything in the morning, we take it back here, we pump it through all these pipes on the back wall, and we run it up into this head tank that's above me. From there, it's fed into the evaporator using gravity just down this main line. It first comes into the back pan as 2% sugar content sap, and there's a constant feed of sap that's just pushing the dense sap along, and eventually it makes its way into this float box where it is being pushed into the syrup pan. Once it's in the syrup pan, we're keeping an eye on thermometers that are on the side of it. That's because finished maple syrup boils at 7 degrees hotter than the boiling temperature of water. So once it's at 219 degrees, we know we're at the ballpark of finished maple syrup. From there, we use this tool called a hydrometer, and this is what's actually measuring the density of the syrup. So we draw off from this valve once it's hot enough, and we dip this into here very carefully, and if it floats at this top red line on the surface of the syrup, that's how we know that we're at the finished density, which is 67% sugar. Once we collect enough syrup that's worth bottling, we take it over to these units. First, we put it back into this pan. This is just the finishing pan. We bring it back up to a boil. From here, we run it through this machine. This is a filter press. So we'll put filter papers between each of these plates, and these hoses will actually pull the syrup out from here, and it spits it out of this after running it through all the paper filters. That's what makes the syrup crystal clear. Once it's here is the bottling unit that we pump it into. Once it is at 180 to 190 degrees, that's what will sanitize the inside of the bottle and make it pasteurized. And so if there were syrup in here, we would just hold the bottle under the nozzle, and I have a foot pedal that would open it up, and we fill the bottle, and we are ready to go.